Hello everyone, my name is Alan Schmidt and this is my marketing concept presentation for Marketing 305 at Cal State San Bernardino. This video will be discussing green marketing. To begin with, what is green marketing? Our textbook defines green marketing as marketing efforts to produce, promote, and reclaim environmentally sensitive products. To expand on the concept, the American Marketing Association provides three separate definitions from the perspectives of retailing, social marketing, and the environment. First, the retailing perspective defines green marketing as the marketing of products that are presumed to be environmentally safe. Next, the social marketing perspective states that it is the development and marketing of products designed to minimize negative effects on the physical environment or to improve its quality. Lastly, the environment's perspective is the efforts to produce, promote, package, and reclaim products in a manner that is sensitive or responsive to ecological concerns. The AMA's definition illustrates the depth of green marketing as an overall process. From production to sales and advertising, green marketing requires all phases of operations to be conducted in an environmentally responsible manner and ultimately provide products and services that have a reduced carbon footprint from cradle to grave. Next, from where does the need for green marketing originate? The concept of green marketing stems from the idea of societal responsibility, which is organizations' obligations to the preservation of the ecological environment and to the general public. Now more than ever, the general public is much more sensitive to environmental concerns, such as global warming, which has had increased media coverage in recent years. Many people attempt to adopt green practices in their lifestyle, and consequently, a green image has become increasingly more important to the reputation of firms, which creates the need to employ green marketing practices. To illustrate the need for effective and reliable green marketing, consider these facts from a recent greenbiz.com survey. Only 21% of consumers can identify a sustainable product, and only 12% can identify a sustainable company. 67% of consumers say they are confused by the messages companies use to talk about social and environmental commitments, and 63% of Americans believe that global warming is happening, but may not understand why. Next, we will discuss the green marketing mix as it relates to the 4 Ps to understand this concept more. First, we have product. As we know from the definition of green marketing, the product is presumed to be environmentally safe. But how is this accomplished? To provide an environmentally safe product, green marketing practices carefully consider the sustainability of the sources of materials, components, and packaging that go into their products to ensure that they are not detrimental to the environment at any stage before, during, or after their consumption. The overall goal is to reduce any carbon footprint impact associated with the product throughout its lifetime. The Sustainable Packaging Coalition is an example of an industry group which strives to design and implement packaging systems that promote economic prosperity and sustainable flow of materials through an informed, science-based approach. Second in the green marketing mix, we will consider place. When considering place, green marketing focuses strongly on distribution methods. The goal is to maximize logistical efficiency while minimizing the negative impacts on the environment, such as harmful emissions from vehicles that cause air and sound pollution. Distributed manufacturing is a strategy firms employ to cut down on unnecessary emissions from transportation by licensing their brand or technology to far-off partners, which eliminates transportation over long distances. Place is also very important to consider in the sense that when marketing green products, they must be made readily accessible to consumers because they may not necessarily always go out of their way to obtain a green alternative. Next, we examine price as it is related to green marketing. One of the greatest challenges to mass acceptance of green marketing attempts is referred to as the green premium. The green premium is defined as the higher prices associated with green consumption. To illustrate, consider these figures from a recent Mintel consumer survey. 54% would buy more green items if price was lower, and 78% said they would buy more organic food specifically if price was lower. 52% said green household cleaners are too expensive. This illustrates that until greater savings or subsidies are applied to green products, there will continue to be a great challenge in overcoming the cheaper alternatives in the market. Lastly, in the marketing mix, we'll look at promotion. Green marketing principles direct attention to examining how green a firm's promotion mix is and the impact of the chosen methods of media and communication. There are numerous ways in which promotion can be altered to reduce environmental impact, such as insisting suppliers utilize recycled paper, energy-efficient equipment, soy-based inks, or by cutting down on print media usage altogether. Even direct mailing, which accounts for 2.4% of the waste that ends up in landfills, can go green by employing the methods I just mentioned, or simply by allowing people to easily opt out of mailings and by encouraging customers to recycle those mailings. Next, we examine the topics of greenwashing and related regulations and guidelines. Greenwashing is deception that results from companies that mislead consumers by portraying their products as being more environmentally beneficial than they truly are, typically with over-the-top green themes and ambiguous or unjustified claims. In order to help marketers avoid misleading claims, the Federal Trade Commission has issued revised green guides, which are recommendations to help avoid pitfalls such as inadvertent greenwashing. Examples of such recommendations are to avoid using general terms that are so vague that the benefit is unclear, or to only use the term degradable if the item degrades within a year and is not destined for a landfill. To conclude this discussion, I will present some examples of green marketing campaigns that you may run into in your daily life. First is Heinz Ketchup's Join the Growing Movement campaign. The campaign features the plant bottle, which is comprised of up to 30% plant material and is 100% recyclable. Heinz also encourages consumers to pledge to be more environmentally conscious, and for every pledge they receive, they will plant one tree for each, up to 57,000. Pictured next to it is Ben & Jerry's campaign called Lit Global Warming. This is featured on the cartons of their ice cream and also involves a website that is made to increase awareness of global warming and carbon emissions. Ben & Jerry's cartons are also made from paper that is produced with recognized sustainable practices. These are just a few examples of green marketing that is working to benefit the environment and society. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope it has been informative on the subject of green marketing for you. Thanks again.